What's up? What's up? What's up? Facebook. Jeremy here with J Marketing, about to go live and call some for sale by owners for my team and convert them into some appointments for them to help these sellers, figure their way out of the mess that they got themselves into with the for sale by owners and get that property sold. About 90% or so of homeowners who decide to list their property on their own do list with a real estate pro. Facts. So let's call some, see how the sale's going, and see how we could help. Got some about 30 or so contacts loaded into the dialer. We're locked and loaded. Give me 1 second here. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Getting ready for Turkey Day tomorrow. How you doing there, Anisli? Give me about 5 seconds and we'll start the dialer. Alright guys, let's go. Remember, these are for sale by owner properties. Sellers trying to do it on their own.
Hello?
Hi, it's Jeremy with Onyx Select Realty calling for Floyd.
Yeah.
Hey, Floyd.
Who you with?
Onyx. We're a real estate brokerage here in Sacramento region, calling you about your house you're selling.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it still for sale?
Yeah, it's listed with, I don't know, got a name of Neil. I don't have the card right now.
Yeah.
How did you see it?
For some reason, we didn't see that you had it listed already.
Oh, yeah, no, it's been listed about 3 weeks now.
How's that going?
It's not.
Really?
So I don't know if it's time of year or what, but anyway.
What'd you guys end up listing it at?
Man, I can't hardly hear you. I don't understand.
How much did you list it for?
$485.
Yeah, because we showed it as for sale by owner still.
Yeah, I don't know how to get that kind of stuff off of there. I would have thought when I listed it with him, it would have went off, but I guess it stays on there for life or something, or what? I don't know.
No, it's something he should help you with.
Yeah.
That's something we would have done right away to make sure that you're not getting these type of calls. Now, quick question: are you able to, if you decided to find different representation that could help you get that sold quicker, are you able to get out of your agreement with this O'Neill guy?
Well, that's what he said, but you know how salesmen kind of exaggerate sometimes.
Did you look at the agreement?
He was good. He was good because I told him you can come out, but I said I'm not going to list it right now, and he come out and I listed it.
Right.
But he said, what he said was, we'll list it for 90 days. But if after 3 weeks, if I don't sell it in 3 weeks, you could take it off, or I'll let you take it off, or something like that.
When did you go?
So I said, yeah, that's fine.
When did you go active with them?
I can sell your house in 3 weeks. Yeah. Well, it's been 3 or 4 weeks now.
Gotcha. Well, would you be open to hearing a different strategy to getting it sold from our team lead, Daria?
Did you understand that, huh? I didn't understand that. I got it on speaker now, too, and...
Well, Floyd.
What did you say?
What I said is if you and Mrs. Slayton would be open to hearing a different marketing strategy to get the property sold from our team lead broker. Her name is Daria.
I don't know, but I can't do anything for a while anyway. All I can do is just wait. Yeah, that's what he said. He was good.
Well, we don't know what we can. We don't know what we can do. Bottom line, we haven't even seen the property. First time I even spoke to you. I know I called you guys out of the blue. We did see that you guys were trying to sell it. I do know that the reason why we can do it a little bit different is because our sister company in the same office here is a mortgage company. So with that being said, one of the things we look at before we take a listing is to see if we have any qualified buyers that might be interested in the area, the price point, pre-qualified, before we even take the listing. So we take a different approach at getting these types of properties sold. And so that's why I was calling to see if you guys would be open to letting us look at the property and talking to you about how we would get it done compared to what you guys are doing now.
And what I do with the guy that's got it listed?
Well, as you mentioned, he said he would let you walk if he couldn't get it done. I would say keep working with him until we look at it. If you like what we have to say, at that point, you can talk to him, we can talk to him, or we'll work it out one way or another. Either get out of the agreement, or in some cases, if he's already invested a little bit into the sale, we could work him into the new agreement if he decided to leave the agreement with him and work with Onyx compared to Neil or whatever his name may be.
What I don't like with him is, is it now some people like, say for instance, you guys or him, is it that they just use the internet? They don't use magazines and books? I mean, because they've got several books around here in this subdivision, in this location here that you can look in there and see your house. When I asked him about that the other day, I said, how do they find you? I can't even find you. He says, well, punch your address in. Well, somebody in San Francisco or LA or something like that's not going to know my address.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like, I know years ago, I know they would send a little brochure out to show me,
mm-hmm.
What it says, and I haven't got anything. And then he puts it on. He says he's got it blasted all over the internet. Well, I can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And they've told me two or three different times now the password that they've changed to get it, and I punch it in just what they say, and I still can't get it. It's wrong password.
Well, there's an issue there. If you're not able to find it, buyers aren't going to be able to see it. That's an issue. We use a combination of things, and in a lot of times that's the issue. The way that it's being marketed, you have to take that into accounting. Yes, you want to do some of the new stuff online, but also some of the old school approach as well, making sure that all the local neighborhood and local neighbors know about the sale of the property, that type of thing, a combination. And my plan on this call here, not asking you guys to, get into any type of new agreement or any type of commitment, simply allowing us to look at the property and show you a different way of getting it done. If you like what we have to say, we can start the process of getting it, switched over and started a different marketing process. I see right now that it's with Neil Cowan at Keller Williams, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the difference with us is going to be this. Onyx takes a more hands-on, personal approach. The reason being, Onyx is not a giant conglomerate like the Keller Williams type company. Not to say that they're not a good company, but the difference is we're more of a personal, hands-on approach. Onyx is not a worldwide real estate company, and because of that, Daria, the owner, she's able to invest more on these type of listings, hands-on and financially, to make sure that it's getting more of a personal approach. And so that's one of the things I can point out with Neil and what it would be to work with a company like us.
Well, yeah, wait a minute.
So all I would do is just put it on calendar for her to come out tomorrow or the next day, meet with you, shake your hand, and go from there.
Well, not tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, it would be Friday or Saturday after the holiday, after we are all getting good stuff.
But I mean, wait a minute. What was I going to say? Who are you guys located?
Well, our main office is in Midtown Sacramento. We have a couple of satellite offices. We have our sister company, Asset Financial, right next door, and our office is right here on 16th and P in Midtown Sacramento.
So when somebody wants to see it, they have to wait for people to come from Sacramento.
Oh, well, we have a few agents that aren't just working out of the office. We would probably initially come out with Daria or George, and George would come out. He would meet with the buyer's agent. We may already have a buyer that's interested in the property. I'm not sure yet. That's the first thing we would do is we would, want to take a look at it. Asset Financial may have somebody who's pre-qualified that, may want to just pick it up. As far as getting to the showings and things like that, it's not a big deal. We'll make sure that we're on top of that. Open.
Well, two people here lately couldn't find Neil, and so they just dropped by.
Yeah, it looks like he's out of Placerville, though, right?
Pardon me?
Is that South Placer?
What are you saying?
His office is out of South Placer.
What did you say? I still can't understand.
It looks like Neil's office is out of South Placer.
Well, he said they're in between here and Sacramento.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I mean, bottom line is this: if you're not happy with the way things are going, we can take a look at the property, tell you guys a different approach. If you like what we have to say, great. If not, you know what we have to offer. And if the job doesn't get done with Neil, we can talk after you guys are done with the agreement. Otherwise, you guys can just get out of the agreement like you guys said he said that he would do, and we can, get it relisted and sold with a different approach. What do you think about setting up a time for either Saturday or Monday or Tuesday for a quick viewing of the property?
No, I told him I don't want any signs up either, because I've had it listed a couple times. I went back to Oregon and it didn't sell, so I had to come back. And so I did pull it up the other day, and it showed. I don't even know how I got it, but it showed me that there was about 3 or 4 different agencies to sell it. And I guess you can't do anything about that, but that doesn't look good. But I know 2 of them was like within a day. It wasn't like it was listed for a while or something like that. But the first time we listed it was about a year ago or something like that. And then I went and bought a place in Oregon, and this one didn't sell, so I sold that one and come back.
So what's the plan when this one sells?
Pardon me?
What's the plan when this one sells?
Well, find another house in Oregon, or See, we were tired, and I just didn't figure out that a couple things has happened, and I've lost quite a bit, and I just can't afford to live here. It costs $10,000 a year to live in the subdivision.
Mm-hmm. With the
so,
HOAs and all that.
That's a house payment,
Mm-hmm.
So I know up there we had a nice little house that we paid $264, and it had an acre and something, and it had 3-car garage and an RV port, deal, and 2 more garages out and back. I mean, stupid. I sold it, so because I deal in classic cars, and that was perfect for them. But I sold a couple, and I got a letter saying if you sell another car, it's 6 months in jail, $50,000 fine. So I was as hell with Oregon. So that's when we come down here, and then we went back up. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of but I don't know what to tell you right this moment. I need to look at that, get that contract out, and look at it and see exactly what it says. Because you see, I'm just I go by what people tell me. If they say you can unlist it in 3 weeks if it hasn't sold, then that's what I expect. But if he's blasted it like he says, he's blasted it all over Northern California or whatever he said. He spent some money, so he's not going to just in 3 weeks or whatever it's been let me out. So I hate to be turned. I hate to be said no to. So I don't even want to ask him if I'm thinking he's going to say no. But I know. Here's what I know. He showed it. He didn't even show it.
Listen, this is not a uncommon thing here. If you decide you want to get out of the agreement and decide to work with a different company or not even sell at all, whether it's us or any other company, it can be done. And when it comes to that point, if you decided to, our broker, she'll make a simple phone call and help you with that. That's not a big deal. Right now, what we're looking at is the bottom line here is your main thing, not the contract, not the agreement, not what Neil's making, not what our company would make, is helping you get that sold. And so all we want to do initially, say on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, stop by, take a look at the property, make sure you know who we are.
That'd be all right.
And then
just call us before you come over.
Yeah, what we would do is we would call you on Monday, make sure that still works, touch bases, make sure you remember who we are.
Okay.
Then on
all right, what's your name?
I'm Jeremy. The company is Onyx.
Onyx
Selection.
All right.
And so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to pencil it into the calendar for Tuesday the 27th, so it doesn't fill up at 10 a.m.
Well, I don't want to make it that far out. I mean, hell, we might go to Oregon.
Well, that's just next week.
We were going to go to Idaho yesterday because my son lives up there. I was going to go look for a place and have Thanksgiving, but we changed our minds because of the storm coming in up there.
Well, what I would do is I'd put it on calendar for Tuesday, and then I'd call you to make sure you're still in town. That way, It's not booked up, and then it would be another week out. So I'll set it up for Tuesday the 27th at 10. Call you on Monday, see how Turkey Day went, and then make sure Tuesday still works for you.
Hold on. Yeah, that'll be all right.
That work?
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Your email that I have here, I have the fslayton@yahoo.com.
What did you say to that?
I have an email address for you, Floyd, the fslayton@yahoo.com. Does that still work?
No, I never did have that. Never did have that, but I don't get over to my emails and stuff like that very often.
You don't?
My daughter, and it's hard to get to, so I don't even go to it. I go to it. It's a short.
Okay. Well, hey, did my number pop up on your? Did my number pop up on your caller ID, Floyd?
Yeah.
Why don't you just save it in there as Jeremy Onyx, and then I'll call you on Monday, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Don't eat too much turkey tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right, bye.
So it was a for sale by owner. They ended up listing with Keller Williams. He's not happy with the sale, the process. It's only been a couple of weeks. But we're gonna get out there and see him next week, and then from there, if it's something that we think we can work with, and they wanted to work with us, we'll help them try to get out of that agreement and see what we can do to get it sold. So that's a good one there. Follow up with them here on Monday to make sure that still works. I'll talk to my team to make sure that works for them, and we'll just go from there. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to end this live on that. Let's see here. It's a decent call. I'm going to do some admin work, then I'll hop back in. Okay, guys? See you in a few.